Hi, Merry Christmas. I asked you guys what the worst Christmas songs were, in your opinion, and way too many of you said Wonderful Christmastime, and that really hurt my feelings.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Number 7, 12 Days of Christmas. I was not expecting to put any Christmas classics on this list, because I like most of them, aside for like Little Drummer Boy and Santa Baby. Those songs kind of creep me out, but I still wouldn't call them bad enough to be on the list of worst Christmas songs, but I would call 12 Days of Christmas bad enough. Like, I don't care if it's a classic, this song is so tedious and repetitive. Like, okay, honestly, I was gonna put the song way higher on the list. I really don't like it, but I remembered being a little kid and how much Christmas joy I felt when I belted out 5 golden rings. Yeah, that was kind of nice. The rest of the song still sucks and is mostly about birds though. So next, number 6. For number 6, I decided to go for a pretty obscure song called Bells, Bells, Bells. I doubt you've heard of it, so let me set the scene of the song for you. Imagine these beautiful Christmas strings start playing and we zoom in on this conversation between R2-D2 and C-3PO from Star Wars around the fireplace, having a conversation where R2-D2 asks C-3PO what bells are, and C-3PO is like, "What a weird question, that's like asking me what indigestion is." Not that they have anything in common with bells. And then the music picks up and C-3PO explains to the listener what a verse in a song means, and he tries to explain how him talking about indigestion was actually a verse, which I personally think is a very misleading example because most verses in a song are sung and not usually narration about indigestion. So that's misleading. But the chorus starts, C-3PO sings about bells, the key changes, C-3PO suddenly very randomly mentions Japan, and then the music is like, oh, Japan mode, and I don't know if that's racist or not, but that happens. And then there's these cheesy backup singers that kick in, and the music swells as C-3PO talks about Christmas love, gets weirdly emotional, and then the song wraps up with a couple fake outs, and R2-D2 beeps, and boom, that's Bells, Bells, Bells. Yeah, it's a real song from a real Star Wars themed Christmas album called Christmas in the Stars from 1980. Next, number 5. I'll admit, it was tempting to take the low-hanging fruit and to just put All I Want for Christmas Is You on this list. It was a really common request, everyone probably would have been chill with it, but I thought, you know what? I'm better than that. I don't care if All I Want for Christmas Is You is annoying, I know that Christmas music can get a lot worse than that. And yeah, I was right, because Mistletoe by Justin Bieber is a song that exists, and it's 10 times worse than Mariah Carey's Christmas song. So yeah, next. Number 4, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Alright, I'll be honest with you, I generally enjoy silly novelty songs. They haven't always been my thing, but I think ever since I discovered Temporary Secretary, I've been on a slow decline of accepting more and more weird, silly, embarrassing songs into my catalog of favorites. So you would think that I would kind of dig Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Well, guess what? I don't. It's a really annoying song that I, for some reason, remember having a straight-to-TV cartoon movie that was based off of it that would play on Cartoon Network during Christmas time. I remember that movie being not half bad and probably better than the song that it was based off of. And I remember having music, and I remember the music not being too bad either, and also probably better than the song that the movie was based off of. So that's cool. Next, number 3, Christmas rap. Here's another weird, obscure one for you. Do you remember Tales from the Crypt? Just kidding, probably not, because given my YouTube age analytics, it was probably before your time. Well, it was before my time too, but I've seen some episodes and I would basically describe it as a scarier version of Goosebumps with more gore and more adult themes. And yeah, guess what? They had a Christmas album. It's called Have Yourself a Scary Little Christmas, something like that. I don't know, it's not very cheerful, and I don't like it. The worst song on here for me is actually an original rather than a parody, and it's called Christmas Rap. The song features the Crypt Keeper rapping to Santa what all of his friends want for Christmas. That in itself is already pretty cheesy, but my personal least favorite aspects of the song is the fact that it starts with a child choir, which I just always hate in songs, and it has a really cheesy electric guitar. Also, yeah, it's just not very festive. I like the organ though. The organ sounds pretty cool. Next, number 2. Okay, I have one more weird novelty song that you've probably never heard of. It's called Snowflakes and Frozen Lakes, and it's from this Pac-Man Christmas album that came out in 1982. Just like the Star Wars one, I have some big problems with this album in the sense that it feels like it's mostly narration, and the songs on this album are especially bad. Like, at least Star Wars characters are likable and fun to listen to, but the like made-up personality for this Pac-Man family is just really annoying, and I don't like it. There's a song though called Snowflakes and Frozen Lakes that starts off with stupid narration, but when you get into it, at first it's actually kind of a bop. Like, it's weird and very minimalist. I would call it kind of liminal even. It's like dreamy, it's familiar, but then the singing comes in and it just ruins it.
Snowflakes and frozen lakes.
It goes from being like an enticing weirdness to just being annoying and uncomfortable in its weirdness. Pac-Man's voice is just really annoying, and I don't know, this song sucks. It's bad. Next, number 1, Christmas Shoes. Oh my god, this song is so cheesy. It's like, I watched the music video. It's Rob Lowe, the actor, and he's doing some Christmas shopping, and he's not really in the Christmas mood until he sees this boy who's short on money and trying to buy some shoes for his terminally ill mom, because he says he wants her to look pretty in case she meets Jesus tonight, which is a line that I have some problems with. But Rob Lowe buys the shoes for him, and it reminds him of the true spirit of Christmas. The song's really cheesy. My biggest problem with it is that it was popular enough to be played on the radio, and I think that's the big reason why it's my least favorite. I have no idea why so many people hear this and are like, oh man, this is so deep. Like, I get that it's a serious topic, but truth be told, it doesn't sound to me like the singer actually knows what it's like to have a terminally ill parent and is spilling out his heart or anything like that. To me, it sounds more like he thought a sad, heartfelt song would be a Christmas hit, and he was freaking right, and that makes me so mad that he fabricated a fake emotional song out of nothing in an attempt to make the charts, and he did that somehow, even though it's so, I don't know, it's such a cheesy song. But yeah, that's my personal list of my least favorite Christmas songs. And finally, here's all the fan art from the past few months, and I promise I'll get to work on the Ringo game very soon. Okay, goodbye, Merry Christmas. Mwah.